Yo, what's good, everybody? So today I'm going to be talking about the changes from the closed network test to the closed beta test. Now, obviously, this is just a beta. Things can change. They probably will change by the time the actual game comes out. I'm not going to talk about the changes from Tekken 7 to Tekken 8 because I want to see what the actual game is going to be like before I do a video like that. So obviously there's going to be a lot of different moves that you might not have seen unless you've watched the videos from the closed network test. So I don't want to go into like the new move, so much about the new moves or some of the other changes. I just want to go about the changes that I've noticed from the closed network test to the closed beta test, and there is quite a few. And in my opinion, it's nerfed Claudio a little bit, but he's still very good, and you can still play him. Like I still say he's like top 5 to top 7 in the game. So one of the changes that's a big change is his 1-2. So on hit, his 1-2 was +6. It is now +8, which is a buff, which means you can do stuff like back one, and it can't be interrupted or it trade with like a dick jab or anything like that. But the big nerf to that is 1-2 was -1 and sometimes 0 on block, and now it is -3. I have had it at -2, but -3 literally majority of the time, which means you cannot do 1-2 into 1-2 because you're probably going to lose. You'll trade with a mid check, like a down forward one if it's a 13 frame, or you'll lose to people's jabs. So you can't be as aggressive with your 1-2s, which is like a big game plan in Tekken 7. So if it stays the same for the actual Tekken 8 release, then it's going to be a big change for a lot of people to get used to. So that's one of the changes. Another one is down forward 1. Now down forward 1 in the network test was +10 on hit and -2 on block. +10 on hit, which meant you get a guaranteed 1-2. Now in my opinion, this should never have been in the game. That's kind of stupid. Obviously I took advantage of it in the network test, who didn't, but it definitely shouldn't have been in the game. So that's been changed to +7 now instead of +10. So you don't get anything guaranteed anymore, just obviously your 7 frames and advantage. It's been changed from -2 on block to -4 on block, which really hurts Claudio's neutral in my opinion, because now you have 1-2, which is -3 on block. You have down forward 1, which is -4 on block, and you have back 3, which is -4 on block. These are his go-to pokes, other than the down forward 3 hit confirms, which down forward 3 itself is -7. So his neutral pokes are just not that great anymore. Like, you can't really just keep going. People know that when they learn the game a bit better, that you can just press after certain moves now. Like after down forward 1, Claudio can't really do too much anymore. I can still move about, I guess, but it's just you just don't have as much frames anymore. So it's a little bit of a nerf to his neutral. So that's a big one. Down back 2-1, his 2 hitting like dick jab string, that has changed from -13 to -9. A buff, which means no one can punish it anymore. So if you get characters that try punish it with a 13 frame, that's punishable. For instance, if you're playing a Claudio mirror and you do down back 2-1 and they block it and they think it's still -13, they do shoulder, you can launch them for it. So that's a buff from the network test of the beta that's happened so far. Down back 1+2, which is one of his new moves. Now in the beta, the closed network test, I believe that was around -7 to -8. Is what I could gather from when I was playing. It's now that we've got the frames and stuff, it's -2. It definitely wasn't -2 in the network test for sure, but that's -2 with Starburst. You have to have Starburst. That's -2 on block, and obviously on hit is a launcher. And without Starburst, it was -14 in the network test. It's now -12. That's without Starburst, and it doesn't launch without Starburst. It just screws and stuff. So again, a buff. It's been made safer and less minus on block when you're in Starburst, so that's pretty good. A big one for someone like me who does content creating and stuff is up forward 3+4 does not pick up in any scenario anymore. So you're back 2, your 3+4, your sidestep 4 on counter hit, your forward 4 on counter hit, your wall jump, you're ending your combo with forward 4 to do the up forward 3+4 pickup. None of that works. They removed the way up forward 3+4 works. Still works exactly the same in combos. If you do your back 3 up forward 3+4 wall carry, exactly the same. But the actual setups where you used to use up forward 3+4 for pickups no longer works. So you can't do that anymore. Down 4 has changed from -13 on block to minus 15 on block, which makes his low game a lot more unsafe, because down 4, down 3, down back 4, 3 are the main quick ones that you'd go for. So that's changed. So you can't, you've got to be a lot more careful with your lows. It's also gone from minus 2 on hit to minus 4. So doing like the while standing 4 and stuff, that doesn't work anymore. If you do down 4 while standing 4, that doesn't really work anymore. Back 3 plus 4 got changed from minus 14 to minus 15. It's now launch punishable, and it doesn't consistently wall splat, which is a nerf. So it's literally pointless to use, because if they block it, they can launch you. And if you hit them with it, you're not really going to get a wall splat most of the time. And finally, which I think is for everybody, is when you do the heat combos. So if you do your combo, then you use the heat, and then you do like running 2 into forward, you do the dash, you no longer get a good follow-up like you used to be able to do while running 1 plus 2 or while running 2 or anything like that. You used to be able to get that. You can't do that anymore. So you don't really want to do your combos like with the heat smash or whatever it is. The heat, I'm still new to the words, but other than that, there weren't too many. I don't think there's any, obviously apart from frames, like we didn't have the frame data, but everything seems pretty much the same as what it was in the network test apart from these things. There could have been some that I've missed off. If they have, just put it in the comments, or I will if I notice it. But yeah, so from the closed network test to the closed beta test, these are the Claudio changes. Thanks for watching.